Hello, welcome back everybody to Legend of Edison Majora's Mask, also honestly known more as the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. I just call it Legend of Edison because, well, because Edison plays the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3DS is just too long of a title, so I had to cut something out, and I figured I'll cut out Zelda. She doesn't do much of anything. So, anyways, over here, just to the east of the little music box house, is where the Great Fairy Fountain is in the canyon, which is where we want to go. Because we got all those bad boys, all them fairies. All them orangey fairies. They look kind of like pineapples. Kind of like pineapples. I could go over a pineapple right now. That sounds good. Alright. The last of the Great Fairies. Come on, baby. You're going to give me the kiss, right? Oh, Great Fairy of Kindness, please be kind to me. Give me that kiss. Thank you for returning my broken and shattered body to normal. As thanks, I grant you the Great Fairy's sword. Nice! Oh, look at... Oh, that's actually kind of a pretty sword. Look at that. With black roses etched into it, the Great Fairy's sword is the most powerful of all blades. Now, this is actually really a nice sword. This is a nice weapon we get here. Really, really cool that we get to have this. Which is awesome. And very, very cool, and I'm just jazzed. And can you heal my magic? Yo, dog, I need some magic. Oh, well, I'll deal with that later. I know a place I'm going to deal with it. But anyways, how this works is it's actually not your typical sword. It is equipped as a weapon, or as an item, like this. Which, reason being for that is it's the most powerful, but it's also a two-handed sword. So when you have this out, you can't, like, this is me trying to guard. See, there's no guard. You just crouch down. So that's the drawback to it. You can shield with that. With this, no shield. So it's a two-handed kind of sword, but it is really strong and it's awesome. So that's the reason, because sometimes you're going to want a shield. So if it was just replace your sword, then you'd be out of luck if you need a shield, dude. So we don't have a lot of time left before... Oh, I get that. I'm aware of that. Because it's like night of the last day, so we don't really have a lot of time. So I'm going to get right to it. Woo! Take a dive of faith. Now, head over this way with your little Zora mask on. Just ignore these. Ignore them, dudes. And head over this way. You can speed up if you want. I'm just going to conserve a little magic. Over here, there's a little secret grotto that you want to check out. You're going to want to check this place out. How much of a secret is it? Well, actually not too much of a secret, because we know about it. Secret shrine behind waterfall. Now awaiting the challenges of bold visitors, sure of their might. Hee hee hee. Who writes hee 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 on a sign? The answer? Someone who's pretty creepy. And let's go meet them. Whoever that creepy person is. Now I know for a fact we're going to need our light arrows for this right here. That door that's closed, you got to hit that eyeball above it with a light arrow in order to open it. So, and also I recommend if you are like me and need to stock up on magic and that kind of stuff, grab this stuff. Oh, before we do this, oh my goodness, I can't believe I forgot. This is super important. We have got to cruise back to Clocktown to deposit our monies. Because we've already got a full wallet of 500 rupees. And this is actually really important. Because a big part of this episode is going to be about getting rupees. It is going to be a rupee gathering extravaganza. So this area we're about to go into, this secret shrine thing, is actually a great place to get us some rupees. So we're going to want to make sure we can take full advantage of that by depositing what we got. And if you save up 1,000, this guy will give you a measly 5 rupees. Yay. That's what they call interest. That's really helpful right there. So, that is what we do. Now, honestly, if you really don't care about completely doing everything perfectly, then you could actually stop right here. And you could finish the game. You can go ahead and actually it's almost, right now if I really wanted to, I could go and do the final bit of the game on the final night, go up just like at the start. Remember in the first time you got to the end when you're still DQ Scrub Link and you went up on top of the clock tower? That's where you do the final the final confrontation of this game, and you play the Oath to Order that the Giants taught you. And now that we've gotten all 4 of the boss remains... Oh, I gotta hit that thing again? That's lame. They will all come, and it will activate the ending portion of the game, which is super exciting, but we've got some other things to do. But if you don't care about extracurricular stuff, then you could just actually skip this I recommend doing this part, actually, because this is pretty cool. He. It seems somehow you have managed to send Ikana's wandering spirits to a peaceful rest. But outside of Ikana, there are still swarms of wandering spirits with lingering regrets. The ones in this room want to meet you again, and I've been waiting here for quite a while. Go see them if you feel like it. I'm sure they'll welcome you. Oh boy. So, yeah, strictly speaking, once you get that sword, which I really recommend grabbing, you could just skip out on the rest of this. But this part's pretty cool. I don't recommend skipping out on this because this is awesome. But you could go on to the ending of the game, which is pretty awesome. So what is this? You'll notice the mini-map. There's 4 areas, and oh, that's a Denalfos, isn't it? Yeah, you're Denalfos. Denalfos, look at that. I remembered. Now, these guys actually go down real easy with this new sword I got, because, oh, hey, look at that, like 1 hit. 1 hit each. There's 3 Denalfos in here, and if you have the Great Fairy Sword, they go down, it cuts through like a warm knife through butter. So I highly recommend doing that. And each one of these rooms is going to have one of the mini-bosses that you fought. And also, when you beat each of those mini-bosses, you get a silver rupee. That's worth 100 rupees. So, you see why I wanted to deposit what I had, because this could add up pretty quickly. Alright, so jump on in here. There are 4 rooms, 4 mini-bosses, and that's actually 400 rupees when we finish it. And also, if we beat all of these guys, we're going to get ourselves a heart piece. So, you know I'll do anything for a heart piece. I'll do all kinds of weird, bizarre stuff. I will bend over backwards to get a heart piece. So, Wizrobes, as always, I think Wizrobes, the biggest trick is to find that spot. Woo! He's already coming at me. This spot over here, though, he already kind of beat me to it, but this spot here, right over here, I think is the sweet spot for this area, because you can see pretty much all of his areas that he can spawn in at a glance. See? Right there. Because that's the trick, is you got to know which one is the real Wizrobe when he changes modes, like this, see? And at a glance, if you can see them all up here, you can pretty easily see, oh, this guy's the real one. Cool. Oh, the real one is over there. If you're just kind of running around like a chicken with your head cut off, it's a lot trickier to spot the real one. So finding a nice vantage point really is, I think, the trick for Wizrobes to make them go down real easy. And that spot over there in the side of the room there is, I think, the sweet spot for this area. Wizrobes, that's kind of the neat thing about Wizrobes, is so much about them varies depending on the field, on the environment that you're fighting them on. And it's different. Pretty much every battle against a Wizrobe, they have a slightly different battlefield, which really does make it so each Wizrobe battle is a little bit different, which is kind of snazzy. Alright, there's another one right next to it. Let's do this. Do this. Who is behind this door? Oh boy. I think I know who this is. This one we're going to need... Maybe needs, not quite the word, but get out my hook shot and look up. Look up. Yep, it's the Eye of Cthulhu guy. No, it's not really the Eye of Cthulhu, but it does look like it, doesn't it? What is this thing called again? I can't remember. Some... Wart? I think it's called Wart. Wasn't that the name of a boss from that really weird, like, oh yeah, it won't even tell me the name. So, a couple of different ways you can fight this thing. The main thing is you gotta get rid of these bubbles. You can either do this, hit him once. Hitting them while he's on there won't break them. It'll just make them fall off. And then you have to hit them again. See, they just return back on. But if you hit them again, once they're down, then they actually are gone. So, that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is get out your hook shot and do it like this. A little bit more consistent, but kind of slower. So it really is a matter of preference, I think, at this point. Either way, this is kind of a longer and more annoying boss, I think. Yeah, either way, it's just kind of one or two at a time. It's not like it's the hardest boss, exactly. Although I do end up taking quite a bit of damage, because I'm just kind of a daredevil going in, just guns blazing, just let's just go and swing my sword at all my problems and see how that sorts it out. Also, the reason why I'm swinging my sword a lot is because you need to have aim to hit this guy. His eyes open through all the bubbles. Because if you hit a bubble, it just makes the bubble pop off. Not that that's inherently a bad thing, because you need to get rid of them, but it doesn't actually damage the wart guy. And I think he's called Wart. I think that's what it's called. Come on, open up that eye of yours. Okay, couldn't really get to you. Thanks. Thanks for that. That was beautiful timing. Couldn't really do much about that. Yeah, this is, like I say, just one of those bosses, mini-bosses that isn't exactly hard, but is pretty annoying. Oh, okay, then, when you do enough hits, I think it's like 3 hits or 4 or whatever, goes into second mode where all of the bubble things pop off, and he just starts, well, maybe it's a she, I don't know. That big eyeball thingy, the Eye of Cthulhu. That's what I'm going to name it, because Tattle doesn't seem to want to talk to me. Will Tattle talk to me now? Yeah. It is Wart, I was right. Now you still hit it with, you still hit it with your bow and arrow, but, fair warning, ow, jeez. Fair warning, oh my gosh. Tattle does not always want to L-target this thing nicely. So, be on guard that it's just kind of annoying. There we go. Alright. Whew, look at all the damage that did, especially considering that I've got that extra defense. So it actually would have done twice as much. I'm clearly not doing a low damage challenge here. Low damage challenge, not for me. No way, dog. That ain't me. No way, dog. Alright, so here we go. Let's press on forward. One more mini-boss. And then we get ourselves a heart piece. And we've gotten ourselves a total of, I don't know, like 400 rupees for this whole song and dance. So who is the last mini-boss? Oh, yes, I remember now. It's this guy. It's the Garo Master. Now, this dude, you want to use, well, I mean, you can use this if you want. I personally like, ow. I like using this thing on him. Ow. It worked last time I was fighting him. Oh my goodness. This guy is kind of a dude to fight. Ow, my goodness. Okay. Let's switch out. Get my hook shot. Try and do that hole. No, no, no. Ow. This guy is tricky for me. So, the main thing you want to do is stun him when he's not hopping around. Ah! Would you stop it? Yeah. Ow. Okay, now I'm starting to actually pay attention to what I'm doing here. Oh man, my timer's going. Hitting him with that great fairy sword will do a lot more bang for your buck. Ow. Ow. I feel like I'm so not pro at this guy right now. Ah. Yeah. I recommend you find someone else who knows how to fight this guy better. If you want to actually know how you're supposed to fight him well. Okay. Ow. Okay, watch out, because he's got a bomb. He's got a bomb! Alright. So, we only got, like, less than 6 hours before the world ends, but, no rush. No big rush. Alright. So, kick this open. Get the last of those silver rupees, which is great. This is beautiful. And then we should get ourselves another little treat. Another little treat. Aha, it's this guy. You really are an amazing person, Link. It seems you've somehow managed to heal their souls. Maybe I shall vanish soon myself. Well then. Creepy. Alright, so this is a neat little area. I think this is actually a really fun little mini area you can go to. Because, I mean, it's kind of neat getting to fight all 4 of the mini-bosses. I think that's all of the 4. There might be some other yeah, there's at least some mini-bosses that you didn't fight here, but point is, that's kind of fun. That's kind of cool. And 400 rupees ain't nothing to sneeze at. So, that's really neat. Well, I had too much jump that time. Alright, but we better get back to Clock Town before the world ends, because it's getting on that time. It's getting on that time. Time for the world to end. But not yet, baby. Not yet. So again, if you don't want to get all of the things in this game, you could stop watching now, actually, and go skip ahead to the episode where I go up onto the moon. Or, if you're only interested in getting all of the masks, which is also something that you might not care about all the heart pieces, but you want to get all the masks in the game, then you could skip ahead. This episode, I'm not going to get any other masks. So if you just want to know how to get all the masks, then you could actually skip the rest of this episode and skip on ahead. Wait, no, wrong song. But we are going to tie up all of our loose ends before we carry on to the ending, the last area of the game, which is pretty cool. Now, what is the next thing that we're going to be accomplishing? Well, this episode, the other thing I really want to get is it's a heart piece, and it's the heart piece you get from the bank, actually. That's why I've been kind of focused on money. I've been very money crazy in this episode, because that is what we're trying to do. And we are trying to, dawn of the first day, alright, we are aiming to get the heart piece that, oh yeah, now Tattle's going to talk. We've gathered them all together, so we just have to go to the clock tower and call them. You still remember the song the first giant taught you, right? You know, the song to call them? Come on, let's go before it's too late. I've had enough of all this. I can restart time, Tattle. It's never going to be too late. Okay, first of all, I'm going to heal up, I think, because my hearts are kind of low. But we need to get 5,000 rupees deposited into the bank. Now, we've got 1484 right now. I don't got nothing right now. So, this is now going to be about how to make money relatively quickly. So, I'm going to heal real quick and then finish talking about this. I'm not going to make you watch this. So much better now. So, we need to get a whole bunch of money for getting this heart piece. Now, the question now comes, what is the best way to do that? What is the best way to get a whole bunch of money? Well, the thing is, in this game in particular, it seems like there is just no shortage of ways to make a lot of money. So what I recommend is, first of all, grab this silver rupee that's down here. I'm going to get out my little blast mask, because that's a really easy way to handle this, is just hop on down here, since it's pretty close off the beaten path. And it's 100 rupees, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. But you could play the lottery. You could go back, if you like battling stuff, you could go back and fight those, fight that group of 4 mini-bosses again, and get 400 rupees from them, and then just keep resetting time and doing that. That's one thing you could do, and that's totally an option. Or any number of things. There's so many places you can go. Remember, every time you reset time, all of the chests reset. The only exception to that, really, is that heart pieces. Anything that had a heart piece is replaced with a regular heart. So, obviously that's different, but any of the money is going to remain the same. So, that brings up a really good point of what's the best way to make a bunch of moolah? Well, I'm going to show you what I think, at least, is the way. And I would recommend grabbing that 100 rupees, and then we're going to take a little trip down near the ranch, actually. That's where we're going to head, is down near the ranch. We're going to go to Milk Road, and we're going to need our handy-dandy stone mask. I highly recommend for this. Now, this is also just a general money-making tool or guide you can use, regardless of if you're going for this particular task or not. Oh, yeah, there's a fairy that would have just given me all my stuff back. I didn't even need to take the little detour. But I highly recommend put on your stone mask if you have it for this trick. And what we're going to do is we're going to be taking on these Takkuris, or whatever however you say their name. This thing that hangs out right outside the Milk Road. Where are you? Come on, I want to... Yeah, what's your name? It's a Takkuri, yeah. Will steal your items. So they are annoying. They will steal your sword. That's why I recommend you put on the stone mask, because then it won't notice you and it won't attack you. So what you do is you got to kind of shoot it with an arrow and then wait for it to stop doing its little dance before you can hit it again. Now these things take a lot of arrows to take down. They are a pretty durable boss. Oh, I keep rapid firing, double tapping. Now they drop little single green rupees with each hit. I think like 2 with each hit. And that's fine, but if you beat them, just keep it up and endure. Nice. And when they go down all the way, that's what matters, is they drop this. That's 200 rupees. Now, it's kind of offset by the fact that they're really annoying if you don't, if they get a chance to attack you, because they will steal your items. They'll steal your sword, and then I think you can buy it back from the Curiosity Shop. Or if you just reset time, you'll get your sword back. But that's really a nuisance, so you don't want to get attacked by them. Now here's the thing, once you finish fighting them, break the bushes like you saw me doing, and you'll get more arrows. So you're not going to run out of arrows, you don't have to worry about that. You probably won't run out of arrows. Usually if you break the grass there, the tall grass, you'll be fine. And then just walk into the Milk Road and walk out again, and it's back. And it really is that simple. Just fight this thing 2 times. Each 2 times, and then go back to, just use your Song of Soaring to go back to Clocktown. Deposit the rupees. This time I'll have a full 500, because I also took care of that, that rupee thing, the chest down in the sewers. But usually you'll have just a little over 400 each go. And it's really pretty simple, honestly. Yeah. Now, is it really fast? Well, I mean, it's still going to take some time, you know. Anyway you look at it, and then we can just head... Anyway you look at it, getting 5,000 rupees. That's a lot of rupees. So is it fast? Well, relatively speaking. It's still, however, going to take you a little while to get this going. So let's do this. Now, you might not really care about getting all of the heart pieces like I do. Nice, just shy of 2,000. And then you just go back to Milk Road and do it all over again. So easy. Just make sure you break bushes, you'll replenish your arrows, and you're good. But you could also use the same tactic for just getting money in general. I think it's much more time efficient than using the lottery, which, I don't know. Lottery just seems like it's not enough return on investment for the time it takes. So you only end up with a net plus of 40 rupees doing the lottery. You can go around and get chests, and that's a good way to go too. That's a nice way, because there's all kinds of chests. But this just seems like the simplest and fastest. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just keep on farming this guy for rupees. And I will let you know once I've gotten close to my goal. I will show you the grand prize, what it's all about. Alright, so this will be our last run with this Takkuri farming. Also, real quick, you appear here when you go to Milk Road. This thing right there always seems to give arrows. So that's really helpful if you're doing Takkuri farming as well. Then you never run out of arrows. I have been at this for about 20 minutes of off-camera stuff now. About 20 minutes of Takkuri farming, and I'm just about done now, actually, which is really great. But I've never once had any issue with running out of arrows, so that is really cool. So again, you just kind of get a groove going. I've gotten, well, okay, now I'm just kind of getting lazy. Now I'm kind of getting lazy because I'm anxious. I'm ready for this to be done. But I'm thinking it'll be worth it because, well, gosh darn it, I like heart pieces. Alright. So I'm just going to finish this up. I mainly wanted to show you also that spot because that one little shrubbery over on Milk Road always yields a batch of arrows. So I want to make sure you got a chance to see that. So all I need now is just oh no! Oh no, don't tell me I lost my my thing. My giant rupee thing. Did I? Oh, that's so sad. Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep at this. This should be the last run though, and I will see you soonly. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Alright, avoid falling into any traps. Alright, so this, I just needed to get 500 more, which that's actually more than I'll be able to hold, but that's fine. And I'm so done with the Takkuri things. So that was about 25, all things said and done, about 30 minutes of farming to get the rest of the 5,000 rupees. I had like 1,000. So a half hour to get 4,000 rupees. Not too shabby, all things said and done, because then there's not a lot of grinding in this game. That's pretty good. So let's reap the benefits. Alright. What's this? You've already saved up 5,000 rupees? Well, little guy, I can't take any more deposits. Sorry, but this is all I can give you. Yeah! Piece of heart! Alright, that's so good. That is what we are after. So, that is all for today's episode. So, again, next couple of episodes are going to be wrapping up loose ends and getting everything ready. We're going to be getting some new masks. I believe next time we're going to be doing the couples mask side quest, which is going to be really cool. And we're going to wrap up everything, get all the last of our stuff before we take on the final area. So thank you all for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Oh yeah.